Hey guys, Jeeps here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the character creation for the Secret World. So, the Secret World is a modern-day MMO by Funcom, which was just released. It had a bit of a head start, and there was a beta going on. I wasn't in any of that, but I am in it now, because this game kind of intrigued me from the get-go. But that is not really what we're here to talk about today. Like I said, this is a modern-day MMO, and in some ways, I almost feel that with a modern MMO, you really need to have a solid character creator. So, I felt like I should jump in and take a look at how well they nailed this down. Because frankly, when you don't have all the as much crazy kind of fantasy, sci-fi stuff to go on, and admittedly, the Secret World does have a very nice Lovecraftian kind of behind-the-scenes, super crazy bent to it, that's beside the point. I feel you gotta have a pretty good character creator to give you some differentiation. So let's take a look and see if it succeeds. So what we have here is the faction selection screen. I am not here to get into the details on which is better, which is worse, because I, for one thing, don't really know, but Illuminati, they're kind of New Guard, they're also based in the Americans. They're the Illuminati. Come on, if you've played any game ever involving a secret society, it's probably had the Illuminati in them. If you've ever played Deus Ex, anything like that, you know about the Illuminati. I don't need to tell you any more about that. Templar are kind of your old guard. These ones have been around for a long time, protecting the world from the secret evil kind of thing. They are well established and they know what they're doing, or at least they think they do. They are based in London, which immediately gives me a bit of a bias towards them. And that's really all I've got to say on them. And then the Dragon, which unlike the other two, I believe are not actually based on real, quote-unquote, real secret societies. Again, I could be wrong. They are based in Asia. I don't actually remember where, so East Asia, but I don't remember off the top of my head which city. And are all about kind of causing chaos, about keeping things random, and that's kind of their way of defending. They are all kind of at odds with each other, but sort of forced into an alliance of convenience, I guess you could say, against the kind of dark forces which threaten our world, because they're the ones who know about it. But again, we're not really here to deal with that today. Let's take a look at some character creation. So for the purposes of this, mostly because I already have a Templar, we're gonna dive in, we'll just do the Illuminati. Now, as best as I can tell, with the exception of the background behind your character creation is the same for every faction. So, first things first, basics. Male, female, male, female. And you can use these to randomize things. So on the left lets you change your hair, makeup, and just facial features. This also includes your skin color. So we can just randomize that, but we can also zoom in, drag around. I didn't mean to zoom in on his crotch there, but we did. Find a nice little good place to start. Ooh, I like rocker dude here. He's got a good look to him. And then you can randomize outfit if you so choose as well. This is your starting outfit. As far as I know, you can buy more clothes in-game. I would hope so. Clothes themselves are not gear in this game. They are just clothing. And as far as I can tell, you can change out any clothing you have at any point from your outfit screen. Equipment is done through things called talismans and relics and things like that, and as far as I know, are not visible. Again, beside the point, yeah, that's a good basis. Now let's jump in and see what the actual sliders and stuff for this game are like. And I am here to tell you, frankly, they're a little bit disappointing. I would have hoped for a little more. So you've got your basic kind of stuff. So you can choose different head shapes. These also affects which skin colors are available based on which one you pick. Let's go with you. Your nice giant super nose there. What do we want to do? We'll just do kind of middle of the road there. That's good. That's good. We can zoom in. We can change his eye shape. Again, these are, I'll admit, it's nice that you get this kind of, these details are changeable, but there isn't a whole lot of options for them. So yeah, there, that's good. We'll do that. Now, what I would hope for is a more just detailed set of sliders. Something along the lines of, being able to change, jawbone width or chin width and stuff like that. Like, admittedly, like a lot of single-player games have. But when you've got this kind of modern setting and, you don't have different species and crazy fantasy and sci-fi races to differentiate you, you really, I feel, need to put a lot of work into making sure you can make distinct-looking people who aren't going to all look the same. Now, there are some things I think this does pretty well. Let's just tinker with the lips again. There, you look good. Jaw. There, that's fine. For example, and it might just be me just thinking this, Now, you have all your kind of natural hair colors here, you know, stuff like this, blah, 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 blah. Then you can get into the dyed haircut, so let's go to the dyed black. I kind of like that you get these kind of streaky effects. This is kind of cool. You know, do white, do green, and like they're very clearly dye. You still get some original color showing through. For some reason, to me, let's go with purple hair. I'll go blue hair. Gotta have blue hair. I don't know. I think that was kind of a cool touch. Again, minor thing, but that's a cool touch. Facial hair color. You can, if you opt to have facial hair, which we currently do not. Is that in facial traits? Why is it not letting us have facial hair? Oh, because we didn't activate the slider to have it. We do, it's just his sideburns. Duh. But yeah, that's a nice trait, but I don't know. Like I said, I feel we should have more in the way of sliders. We should be able to change features and the actual geometry of features a little bit more. Again, when you don't have crazy races and species like trolls and orcs and things like that to differentiate your characters, you better damn well make a good way to differentiate your human characters. And it does an okay job, but I don't know, it's a little lackluster. Now let's hop over to outfits. Outfits, you have an okay choice of starting things. For accessories, you have 2 different pairs of glasses. Yes, I know it looks like more than 2 pairs, 6 pairs in fact. But no, you have these glasses and then these glasses in 6 different colors. And that's it. Again, this is another thing. I don't really get why, and maybe it's just to pad out the options, why these aren't just 2 options and with a color palette to pick from. Why can I not just pick this and decide I want it in green from another little slider or something right here? That seems a little weird. Likewise, you go into more closed chest. Why aren't these 3 shirts, for example? Here, let me take this coat off so we can get a better look at that. Why, for example, are these not just different colors on the same thing? That's what they are. They're not 3 different things. It builds... This is even worse, because you've got 6 of these. It just builds this illusion that you have a lot more outfit choices than you really do. This is kind of cool. You get the blood splatter on the gray one, which you don't get on the other 2, but I don't know. I'm sure there are a lot more options you can purchase in-game, but I would have liked a bigger selection at start. Or just a selection that doesn't feel like most of your options are just the same thing in a different color. Again, why aren't these just one option? These are the same thing. They're just different colors. Why are they 3 options? Make them 1 option with a color slider. This just seems like a weird choice, or just a choice to pad out the options, and I don't like that. Shoes, not really any better in that regard. We can get our 3, you know, we got our different Converses, canvas high tops, whatever you want to call them. We'll take brown. Why are there no black ones? What? Why are there no black ones? Well, red's good. But yeah, so that is the character creator. Of course, like I showed before, you can still randomize things, but it's serviceable. But I would have hoped for more, especially since this is a relatively story-driven game. It's very story-driven. We'll get more to that and if I do some things on the mission structure later on, which I probably will. I'm going to do some more videos on this game because it's a pretty cool game. It's a very cool concept, and that alone deserves a lot of attention, in my opinion. However, it is worth noting that I believe Funcom could have done a bitter... I maybe am a little bitter that Funcom did not do a better job on the character creator. It could be more fleshed out, it could offer a bit more differentiation, and I feel that could be a bit of a falling off point for this game. There's one last thing to look at, and that's name. And this is kind of cool. You do pick a first, last, and nickname for your character. Your nickname is effectively your username. This is like if someone, I guess, is trying to message you or something like that, they will do the nickname. And then first name and last name show up if you mouse over someone. This is cool. I like this a lot. Again, especially since this is meant to be a story-driven game. As far as I know, your character does not have voice acting, so unlike Tor, you are not completely voice acted. But everyone else seems to be. And again, this is a really cool thing, especially if you're kind of a lore nerd like me, and I like all the kind of Lovecraftian stuff. And that's what this game does a lot of. So yeah, guys, that is it for now. I will definitely be bringing you some more on Secret World, and we'll get into some more meat of the game past just the character creator later on. So hope you've enjoyed it. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to talk about. If you've been playing Secret World and you just have to discuss if you have any opinions on the character creator, if I've said anything that's just blatantly wrong relating to something, because I probably have, just let me know. And as always, you can check me out on Facebook. We are facebook.com/atnagaming. And if you would like to follow me on Twitter, it is @player_2. That is TWO, the word, not the number. So player_TWO. As for now, I've been Jeeps, and I'll talk to you guys later.